People don't take it seriously. They take it for granted because of its simplicity, because of we have had it over and over and over again. Anyone that has passed through secondary school, at least even primary school, some of them must have had the word discipline, must have come across what it means to be disciplined. They must have understood how discipline works, and they must have had at least, even if it's going to be a single person, that will advise them to be disciplined. And although the kind of discipline that we learned was the discipline of where we are kinged and all that, that is just another kind of discipline. In business, how does discipline scale our business? How do we attain success with discipline? And how well can discipline help us to move from point A to point Z? Now, one thing that we need to understand is this: motivation is another way that we can that can help us start something. Yes, when we say motivation, it can be something that you hear from someone, something that you read somewhere, something that someone has encouraged you to do. It's a word, it's a book that you read, it could be in any form. However, motivations will get you start something, and motivations will keep you going little by little. But you see, what truly gets you committed, and what truly gets you to keep on going regardless of what you face, is not motivation, it's actually discipline. Yes, that's in discipline that you have been told almost every day. So in the shortest form, I would just define discipline as what keeps you going. That's it. The ability to show up every day and do something repeatedly, either you like it or not. Either you like it or not, either you want to do it or not. That ability to keep up coming, that is it. So motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. So in this video, I'll break down why relying on motivation alone isn't enough to scale your business, and how cultivating discipline can lead to consistent, sustainable growth over time. There is no multi-billion dollar or multi-million dollar company today that we wouldn't see the underlying element of discipline, how we do things. So I want you to know that motivation is fleeting and unreliable for long-term success. According to psychologists, motivation is a psychological feeling or a feeling or an emotion that comes to the mind or comes to the brain when one hears something, or when one is pushed to the point of taking action. Yeah, some set of words, some set of actions. This could be a word. Somebody could just call you. Are you not tired of being poor? Why don't you want to get better with your life? You have been consistently failing for 3 semesters. You can do it. Even those are not up to you. They have been making better results than you. You feel motivated. You feel energized. That's it. You pick up a book that day, you start reading. Or it could be a situation. It could be a scenario. Somebody that you have known for a very long time to be respectful. The person disrespects you that day because of the person say to your face that you are poor. You are nothing. Because you don't have money, I will not regard you. That made you taking action. That made you start planning your life, start doing so many things. That is motivation. Now, why do we say motivation is fleeting? Because you need to understand that before you know it, after a short time, a very short time, you start to need what we call discipline. Coming up every day. After a day, 2 days, because of the way God has created us, you start forgetting that somebody even abused you, or you read something somewhere that asked you to do something. Let me give you a personal situation, a personal case study. While I was in secondary school, I remember that I read a book. The name of the book is Why Ask Why by John Massing. So the book is motivational. It got me motivated. I read over 100 motivational books. Now, this is it. I read motivational books. Did I really create anything significant in secondary school? No. Because it's like a loop. I will read this book, I will get motivated. Then after the next, I take the next book, I get motivated. Now, I realized that if I had picked just a single book and had paid attention, read that book well, understood every principle, every element, and applied them, I would have achieved times 10 of what I actually achieved during that period. So before you know it, you find yourself in a loop of motivation. You get motivated, after a while you get demotivated. You pick another book, you get motivated, after a while you get demotivated. Or you watch a video on YouTube, you get motivated, after a while you get demotivated. So what works? Discipline. So we want to look at the role of discipline in business growth. How daily habits and consistent actions build momentum. I need to mention this. If you have not read the book before, or if you have read it before with oblivion, please go back and read the book, Atomic Habits. You see, I recommend that book because I recommend that book and the book of The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People too. I recommend those two books. Why? Because those books are just principle based books. Timeless, universal, fundamental principles. Principles that can help you understand how we really need how we human beings work. What is explained in the seven habits shortly or summarily? The seven habits is telling you that okay, you start in your life to being dependent on somebody or on something or a situation or a person or a society that you have not really achieved anything worthwhile. Why? You have only been motivated. So, like I was saying before, the network got a little bit of glitch. So you move from that level where you were depending on somebody, then you start getting independent socially, psychologically, financially. Now, so many people stop at there. They stop with being independent. But the next level, which is the highest level of human connection and human psychology, is interdependence. When you learn how to interrelate with people, collaboration, how to learn to work with people and get the best out of them, that is the highest level of achievement. So, what I'm trying to say is that you need to understand one thing, one principle. The principle that I want to get from my topic habit is the principle or the habit of doing small things on a consistent level. Your business, think of how you can develop that business every single day. Show up every day. That is just it. You see, I'm telling you this from what I have failed to do in the past. I have seen people that started some business together, and because of I was demotivated because I was using motivation. I read over 100 motivational books. I think I mentioned that earlier. So if it's motivation, I think I've had enough. Now I want to start applying those things. So when I started applying those things, I started seeing results. When it's all about discipline, that it is a good day or it is a bad day. When I have a bad day, what I'll do is that I'll go back and and eventually I'll go back and re-strategize and see something that will motivate me. I don't need motivation. What I needed was action. Motivation was not what I needed. So another thing to look at is that the practical strategies for cultivating disciplines. So I'll give you actionable tips now to stay focused and committed even when motivation fades. So the first tip I'll be giving you is that first and foremost, do what you love. You will still need to do. See, let me tell you something. Either you like it or not, you need to do what you love. You need to learn to do what you love. If you do what you love, you will eventually see that to move on or to move on a daily basis will not be a challenge for you. But if you don't do what you love, it will be difficult because either you do what you love or you do what you hate or you do what you don't, whatever it is, you will still get obstacles, you will get challenges, you will see that this is not easy. So it is better, advisable to do what you love doing. So I will give you some actionable steps now that you need to put in place to achieve motivation in your business every day. The first one is set clear, achievable goals. We call it SMART goals in business. Let your goal be specific. Let your goal be specific. Have a specific goal. And for the next, we are moving on to a new year now, right? Okay, 2025, for the first month, I want to make 100,000 naira in sales. Specific. Put the number, put the figure. I'm giving an instance. If depending on your kind of business, it could be millions, it could be thousands, it could be less than that. Make it specific. But that same goal must be measurable. It must be measurable in the sense that you give it a timeline. January alone, I want to make 100,000 naira in sales. It is measurable. Or the first quarter of the year, I want to make 500,000 naira. Third one, is it achievable? You have been making 50,000 naira before. You want to make in a month, you can make 100,000 if you put in consistent effort. That is achievable. So is that goal achievable? Third one. Fourth one, is it related to what you are doing? Is it relatable to what you are doing? If it's relatable to what you are doing, then yes, you do it. You that is what will make it also part of the SMART goals. And the fifth one is that you should make it time bound. Put time, make it timely, because if you don't put time, you discover that you are just doing it, and by the time the end of the time that you have given is up, you don't even feel as if you have done anything. So that is the first one. So set clear, achievable goals. The next one, create a structured routine. So discipline thrives on structure. If you are not structured, you're not able to achieve discipline. So this discipline, like I said, let's follow James Clear's model. Make simple habits, simple things. See, don't start from you have not been reading before. You have not been, you have not been reading business books before. You don't. Okay, you want to start going early to your work. To your, you have set your goals. One of the things that you need to do to achieve that goal is that you have to go to your workplace very early. Let's say 10 a.m. in the morning. Before you usually go by 12. Now you want to achieve it. Why don't you start from 8? If you're able to achieve 8, then you can come down to 6. You cannot just fly from 12 a.m. to 6, 12 p.m. to 6. You get tired because of you are moving from a very fast spectrum to make it. I hope you get the idea. Make it close. So that is it. So have a consistent routine that it will help you minimize fatigue and ensure that you dedicate time to high priority tasks. So how to do it? Block time on your calendar for essential activities like planning, networking, and working on your product or services. Start your day with a prioritized to-do list. Most of us don't have to-do list. We don't even have anything to do in that day. We just wake up and we start. Some of us wake up in the morning, we pick up our phone, see WhatsApp status for like 2 hours, then we take our bath, then sluggishly we go to work. How do you want to be productive? You don't even have a goal for that day. You don't even have a plan for that day. So you want to start that day with a to-do list. You want to start that day with a to-do list. Very important. Another one is that a structured routine reduces distraction and helps you momentum, making productivity a habit other than a chore. After a while, in Atomic Habit, he also mentioned that he said that when you have mastered habit so well, what will happen is that it will become something that is subconscious to you. You put in little effort now to achieve it. I have done it. Do it. 21 days. Anthony Robbins says it takes 21 days to turn an activity to an habit. It takes 21 days. Do it. Try it. Wake up every morning, do something that you really want to do regularly for 21 days. You see that you get used to it. That's what we are saying. Third one, leverage accountability. Accountability keeps you honest and committed to your goals. Share your goals with a mentor, coach, or business partner who can hold you accountable. In fact, put punishment there. What do I mean? If your goal is to wake up and go to get to your big job by 8 a.m. in the morning, you can put it there that if I get late, even if it's by 5 minutes late to my work, then I'll have to send 5,000 naira to my mom. I'll just say, mom, I want to send 5,000 naira within you. You know that you're actually sending that money as a punishment for yourself. So make sure that there is accountability. Knowing someone else is monitoring your progress adds a layer of pressure to stay disciplined and follow through on your commitment. Yes, when you know that somebody is actually going to ask you about what you are doing, you don't have any choice. You don't have any choice than to keep on doing it. You know that 5,000 naira every day is not chicken change. So you most likely achieve it. Next one, focus on small wins. Focus on small wins. Discipline is easier to maintain when you celebrate progress along the way. Focus on achieving small wins that build confidence and keeps you motivated. There's a principle I do, which is the principle of celebrate your daily wins. Fine, your smart goal is that after a month you must make 500,000 in sale. That is your smart goal. It is specific, it's measurable, it's achievable, it's relatable, it's time bound. Beautiful. However, you see, some things could make you not achieve that 500,000 in a month. You are not yet a failure. You're not a failure. What you need to do is that celebrate your daily wins. Do you make 5,000 today? That is good. I don't say you should take 5,000 and go and blow it. Not what we're about to. All I'm saying is that recognize that you made progress that day. The fact that you can even make it 8 o'clock earlier, before you were going to your workplace by 12 p.m. and now you could strive to make it at 8 a.m. That is success. Recognize that, then that will help you to move on to your next place. You get the idea? And one thing that I've noticed is that it's usually much more difficult to be disciplined when you are working from home. Like people like us like this, and that we work from home, we work behind the camera, we work within our workspace. It's difficult to be motivated because your bed is just the next room. Distractions are everywhere. But one of the things that can help is this. Apart from having all these clear goals that can help you, let me quickly add this. have something that is a consequence for not achieving that goal. What do I mean? This is what I do. If I want to achieve a goal for January, you know what I will do? Let's say I want to pay some money. Let me use what is common. I want to pay a debt. I'm owing somebody 50,000 naira. So I will call them by January ending that I'm definitely paying you your 50,000 naira by February ending. What does that do for me? It keeps me working. It keeps me working like, guy, you have promised this person. That's what I do. Sometimes I don't achieve them. But what I would have done, I would have got close to the I won't it won't be a case of after February I'm telling her that I don't have anything. I would have given her maybe 30,000 or 40 of the 50k I want to give her. That is the consequence of not achieving that goal. So the next one is eliminate distractions. You see, somebody once said that discipline is not about doing something consistently, it's about not doing what will make that thing difficult. So discipline is what you do and what you don't do. So you are disciplining yourself on what you do, and you are at the same time disciplining yourself on what you should not do. So what you should not do will include not pressing your phone, not playing games, not watching videos continuously, aimless videos on YouTube. So how do you do that? Get productivity apps. You can download them. James Clear has one. Atomic Habits. Just download it. Just go to Play Store. You see it's a productivity app. Apart from that, you can get other productivity apps too. I'm trying to think of one now. God. Stay focused. Yes. Stay focused. Go to Play Store, download it, stay focused. And install it on your phone. You will see that it will help you. You will not be able to operate your phone for some hours in a day. So working on your business, either physically or online, make sure that you are focused truly by putting on your stay focused. Because sometimes your mind will tell you, hey, open your WhatsApp, open your Facebook, open your YouTube. By the time it's locked. It will not open until that time. Especially if you have the premium version, it will not open until the time that is going to elapse. That's it. It will not open. So eliminate distractions. Build resilience with a long-term mindset. So discipline often requires pushing through challenges and setbacks. Developing resilience ensures you don't give up when the going gets tough. So one of the things you need to do is that you reframe setbacks as learning opportunities. So use things that you fail in, that you have learned on how not to do that thing. Because that is actually the definition of failure. You have learned one new way of not doing something. You made a business plan. You wanted to achieve so and so. You were not able to achieve it. Why? Because of you eventually discovered that business plan is actually wrong. You actually are applying the wrong model, whatever. It has gone wrong somewhere. That's it. So now reward yourself for consistency. Sometimes reward yourself. Buy yourself ice cream. Don't touch your profits. Don't touch your what do I call it now? For every business that income, the capital, the profit, you now divide the profit into two. The first section of the profit, you want to plow it into the business. You cannot start a business with 50,000 naira, you make 100,000 naira, you now go back again and buy something of 50,000 naira. No, you must add 25,000 naira extra. So you go to the market now with 75,000 naira. Now you sell that, you make 140k. Yes, you first remove the 75. You now add half of the remaining of 75 again, which is about half of 75 minus 140 is 65. 65 divided by 2 is 32,500. So you now add it to that 75 again. Around 105,000 you need to go. That is how it works. All your profit, this one is profit. No, because you want to go bigger, you want to scale. So focus on why. I think I've mentioned that when I was talking about having challenges, having a consequence. So why do you want to do that? Why do you want to set your business? Why do you want to start your business? Why do you want to keep going every day? It's not because of you have some bills to pay. It's not because of you have so many things to do. So why don't you just focus on that? So I'll be ending with this. I'll give us some examples of some people that are real world examples of how they were able to scale their business through consistency. Let me give an example. Sarah Bakley. We all know Sarah Bakley. She's the owner of Spanx. So when Sarah Bakley started Spanx, she had no formal business training, no connection in the fashion industry, and limited resources. What she did was an unwavering discipline, an undying discipline, the will to continue. Sarah consistently dedicated time to perfecting her product, researching patents, and pitching to who? to retailers, even in the face of rejection. See, discipline. I started this video with a ring light. They took the light. I started immediately. I didn't say that. This is another thing you need to mention. You don't need to have a perfect condition. You don't need to have a perfect condition. Just do it anyway. Don't do nonsense. Be diligent. Have a standard. But don't let little setbacks keep you from doing it at all. If before you read 30 pages per day, and for some reasons you could now read just 10, you have so many things to do, please keep up with that 10. Don't say that you want to plan your time till you are able to go back to reading 30 pages. You will never achieve that. You will be counting years, months, centuries. And you will discover that you are still not able to achieve it. So another thing I want to do is that look at I think we should mention this some other time. It's going to make this video. So tomorrow, I will give us case studies, real examples of how discipline has made these people move from just being regular businessmen to becoming the tycoons, becoming the leaders of business in the world today. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead of you.